Hello students, welcome once again to my channel. Now in this section we are given some system of equation over here, and then we have to find the possible values of x, y, and z in this case. So now let's quickly look at that. Now with this, let me call this one equation 1, equation 2, equation 3, right? So with this I can use two methods, the elimination method and then the substitution method. But looking at equation 1, we can simply use the substitution method from them by making s the subject. So if I make s the subject from here, I'm going to have s equal to 6 here, then minus y minus z, and let's call this one equation 4, right? Now what we are going to do is that we are going to put equation 4 into any of the equations apart from equation 1, so you can choose 2 or 3. So let's put equation 4 into equation 2. Let's do that with equation 2. So wherever I see s, I put 6 minus y minus z. So with this I have 2 into bracket x value, which is 6 minus y minus z here, then minus y, then plus 3z equals to 14 in this case. So from here we just multiply, which is 2 times 6 gives us 12, 2 times negative y gives us negative 2y, and then 2 times minus z gives us minus 2z, then minus y plus 3z equals to 14. So from here we can make you can group like terms from here. Now from here you realize that I can send this number to this side, right? So sending this number to this side, you realize that so grouping like terms, I can keep my minus 2y here, or let's do it straight from here. So I have minus 2y, and then minus y here gives us minus 3y, and then I have minus 2z and then plus 3z, which gives me just plus z, and then equals to, now 14, 12 goes to the other side, becomes 14 minus 12, which gives me just 2. And then with this I can quickly write it in a very nice way. So let's say send this thing to the other side rather. So I have 3 minus z here equals to minus 2, and let me call this one equation 5 in this case. I have equation 5, I have component of y and then z, right? But none of the components contain y and z. So what I can also do is that I can also put equation that is equation 4 again into equation 3 again, right? So equation 3 we have this, which is just replacing the whole of that. So minus 6 minus y minus z, and then I have plus 2y minus z equals to 2. And then from here, grouping like terms, I have minus y and then plus 2y, which just gives me y. And then with the z component, I have minus z gives me minus 2z, and then I have 2 here. 6 crosses, it becomes 2 minus 6, which is just negative 4. And then I can call this one equation 6, right? Now if you look at equation 5 and 6, I have y and z here. So from here I can quickly just take it from here and then solve it from here. So from here picking this and that, I have to get rid of one of the components of, or one of the variables, so that I can find the other variable. So we can do that by just multiplying either equation 5 by 2. When we multiply it by 2, the z component here becomes 2, and then we also have 2 here. Then we can therefore subtract and then get rid of the z component. So let's do that. So we multiply equation 5 by 2, right? So multiplying the whole of this by 2, realize that I have 2 times 3 here gives me 6y, and then 2 times minus z here gives me minus 2z, and then the other side also takes 2 times minus 2 gives me minus 4. And let me call this one another equation, let's say equation 7. Then from here, because I have this equation here, I have minus 2z here, and then from equation 6 I have minus 2z here, I can just add equation, so let's say add no, subtract. You have to subtract because I have negative here, so the only thing is to subtract so that the z component goes away. So we say subtract equation 6 and equation 7, right? So 6 and equation 7, Let me write equation 7 first. So I have 6y minus 2z here being equal to minus 4, and then also have y here minus 2z here being equal to also negative 4 in this case. Okay, so with this we are subtracting, right? So I have 6y minus, that gives me 5y. The whole of this component goes away, and then I have minus 4 minus minus 4, which is basically 0. So from here y is equal to 0, and then 4. From equation 4 we established that we had, from equation 4 we had x to be equal to 6 minus y minus z, right? In this case we had y to be that. So from here, since I know the value of y, and then that is from equation 4, and then from, let's pick one of the equations. Let's say from equation, that is a very simple one, that is equation 6. Equation 6 is minus y minus 2z equals to minus 4. Then because I know the value of y, I can easily find z here. So I have 0 here to be y, so it goes away. I have minus 2z being equal to minus 4 here, and then I can divide here by minus 2, divide here by minus 2. This will get rid of that, this negative will get rid of negative. 2 goes into itself, 1 goes here 2 times. So from here I know that value here is equal to 2 from here, right? And remember I have y equals to 0 also. So from here, from equation 4 we know that s equals to 6 minus y minus z, and therefore from here x is equal to 6 minus y is just 2, and then minus z, which is 0, and therefore x is equal to 4 in this case. So from here I have all possible values of x, y, and z. So therefore we can conclude that x here is equal to 4, y is equal to 0, and z equals to 2 in this case. So from here x, y, and z will be equal to s is 4, y is 0, and z is 2 in this case. So these are the possible values of x, y, and z. Thank you very much for joining me in this section, and I'll see you guys in the next one.